Hi everybody, Coach Allison back with your week 29 Defy Aging workout. It is week 29, right? I believe so. This week we have two different circuits set up, and the entire session, though, all of the clients in each session will do circuit A together and circuit B together because they're timed differently, so we can't split the group into two. So they both have five exercises. You are going to be doing 10 different things this week. So circuit A, 5 exercises. And you're going to do 2 rounds of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So only 2 rounds. Normally we do 3, a little different there. And then everyone will do circuit B, and that is also 2 rounds of 45 seconds on, 25 seconds off. So a little bit different this week with our structure. Let's go over the exercises. Okay, our first exercise is an alternating dumbbell floor press. So you'll be on the floor, weight in each hand, and elbows angled slightly downward, so we're not right into the side, but we're not all the way out, so you kind of find that middle should be comfortable. And we alternate a right and left press, so up and just slightly inward, so the dumbbell ends slightly over the chest. We just want to make sure the dumbbell's not flying way out here. To put them down bell first like this, and that's going to be a safer way to put those down. And I will show you an option to avoid being on the floor. Okay, an alternate option for that alternating dumbbell floor press is a standing chest press with a band. So it's really the same exact movement, just a different tool in a different body position. So it's not the best angle for the camera, but I think you'll get the gist. So band is attached to the rack behind me. I'm going to step forward with the other leg is more comfortable, doesn't matter. And you want the bands coming over your shoulders. We don't want them under like this, gripping like this, palm forward. All right, after that, you're going to press forward, alternating right, left. Okay, so as you can see, it's the same movement, same muscle group, just a different variation. Okay, next exercise, alternating dumbbell back row. So we have a pattern or a theme with the alternating. A weight in each hand. Find that forward fold position. So as you notice, my hips go back as I lean down. It's not just leaning down like this. So that'll help to keep your back nice and flat. You want your body weight kind of sunken into your heels. As you can see, I can easily wiggle my toes. That just kind of helps you make sure your weight is sunken back into your heels. After you have all of that, we're going to row up, keeping that elbow in nice and snug, alternating right, left. So we want to make sure the elbow's not flying out wide. And it's okay to get a little bit of a twist. See how I'm kind of like getting a subtle twist as I pull up. So that is our alternating back row. Next exercise is shuffles. I'm going to just be able to do just a few so I can stay in the frame. But shuffles, you stay in about a quarter of a squat. So you just have a very slight bend in your knees. Maybe this direction is better. Slight bend in your knees, coming forward just a little. And this is the body position you want to keep. So we're not in a full squat. We're not standing up straight. Find that middle. And we're going to shuffle side to side, kind of keeping that body position so you can see what I was doing with my legs. Take a little hop, and then the feet meet in the middle. Okay. To avoid it, shuffles are a very light impact, but it still is impact. So if for any reason the shuffles isn't going to work for you, I'm going to have you do a stationary, fast step touch. So we're adding some speed. I want you to go fast, but we are taking out that hop with that impact. So that is our shuffle. Next exercise, alternating overhead press. So again, with that theme of the alternating. All right, weight in each hand. Ooh, got a hair in my eye, I'm sorry. Palms are forward. The starting position is in the down position. And we're going to alternate pressing up overhead. So when the arm is waiting, so when the arm is in the down position, try hard to keep it right here. What tends to kind of happen sometimes is like the arm kind of falls. So try not to let that fall happen. Keep it right here while the other arm is doing its thing. If you have any shoulder pain with this, you can try what we call a neutral grip. So it goes from here to here, and you can try that position. Funny thing is, for the shoulder injury that I have, the neutral grip actually hurts more. But everyone's shoulder, depending on the injury or whatever might be ailing your shoulder, this is the grip we're going to go with. But if that is causing any issues, try this grip. It's our alternating shoulder press. Last exercise for circuit A is a plank toe tap. We're in an elbow plank, so elbows and toes. Hips are level, back is flat, meaning hips aren't elevated, back isn't slanted. And we're going to tap the toes out to the side, alternating right, left. Again, with those hips level, this is very challenging. We want to avoid this with that butt way up. Another option, of course, elbows on that incline. Everything is the same. And another option, still on the incline, but on the hands. If you're doing this version, make sure your shoulders stay directly over your hands. See how I have that alignment? What I mean by that is we don't want to be back like this with the whole hands way out in front of the shoulders. So this. Okay, that's our plank toe tap. Okay, first exercise for circuit B. This one's a little silly. I promise there's a purpose other than just the silliness. A butt kick with an opposite hand touch. A lot of coordination here. We're working contralateral, so we're working right, left, right, left, left, right, and a little bit of coordination. So arms are up at an angle, and we're going to do a butt kick, which is kind of bringing your foot up to kind of pretend you're kicking yourself in the butt. We're going to bring the opposite hand back and try to touch that heel or get close to it. So from the front, you can't really see much, but it's kind of looking like this. Ooh, I almost fell over. See, the balance is part of it. And then I'll turn around so you can kind of see how I'm sort of reaching for that heel. It's okay if you don't connect, it's fine. But yeah, coordination, balance, right brain, left brain, all that stuff. So that's a fun one. Okay, next exercise is a wall sit. I know I'm pretty far away, but I think you can still hear me just fine. Hopefully you can see me just fine. We need some wall space. All right, you lean against the wall just like you're gonna lean and relax, right? Feet are out in front, about hip width apart, for the width apart. Sink down along the wall as low as you're able. Stop when you feel like it's challenging enough. And we hold this. You want your back constantly pressing into the wall. So we want to avoid this, okay? And you want to make sure your feet are staying out in front of the toes. So if we have the feet too far back like this, see where my knees are now protruding forward? That puts a lot of pressure on your knees. So we want to make sure that the knees are behind the feet. Ideally, stacked right on top of the ankle. And that one is great because the lower you go, the harder it is. So you just go as you work to your level. That's our wall sit. Okay, next exercise, stationary toy soldier. So this one is, again, it's very similar to the butt kick that we just did, but it's now working in the front of the body and as opposed to working in the back of the body. But really, it's the same. It's the same thing. So arms are up once again. Now we're kicking forward. And you kind of do like a little abdominal crunch. And you're trying to touch the opposite toe or ankle or shin or knee, whatever you can reach. But again, you actually do kind of want to do a little crunch and back rounding on this. So I'll show you from the side. See how I am kind of doing that crunch in the abdominals. Again, it works that right brain, left brain. It works the coordination. It works the balance. You're getting a little hamstring stretch here. You're working those abdominals. So a lot going on with our toy soldier. Next one is a tandem balance. So this one, we're not actually going to be moving. Typically, we do a tandem walk every once in a while to work balance and stability and agility. So, which is walking heel toe. We're going to do just the balance today. So you have one foot in front, actually touching heel to toe. So they're in alignment. Try to put even weight on both feet. So don't be leaning forward onto your front foot and lifting up your back foot. Don't be putting all your weight on your back foot and just kind of lightly resting the front foot down. So you just want to find even pressure over both feet. So shift forward and back a little bit until you feel even. And we hold it. So from the front, and try your leg. We do want that alignment. So we want to make sure we're not like doing this, doing this, doing this. We want the toe to be touching the heel. You can do this near a wall or a rack to kind of keep a fingertip on it for a little security, a little balance check on that. But yeah, that is our tandem hold. There are 2 rounds. So you'll do round 1 with one foot in front and then round 2 with the other foot in front. Last exercise for circuit B, seated step over. So some clubs might have small cones. If your clubs have small cones, that's perfect. If not, a kettlebell works just fine. You can even use your water bottle. We just need something that's a few inches up off the floor. Put it on one side of you. We lift and step over, lift and step in. We're trying to do it without a lot of body movements. So we're trying not to move the upper body. You continue up and over. So a trick with this, not a trick, but something to keep an eye out for. I'm going to show you from the side. You want to be honest with yourself about this one. Make sure that the item is placed so that you are stepping over it. You know, if I put my foot down, I'm going to step right on it, right? And what I mean by that is it's easy, if it's too far back, it's easy to kind of cheat and like just swing your foot in front. Yes, I'm lifting the foot, but since I'm not having to actually step over, I'm kind of cheating. So we want to make sure you have to go up, over, up, over. If the item that the gym is using is too high, feel free to knock it down on its side and make it a little lower so you don't have to lift as high. But we do want to make sure, like I said, you're going up and exactly over and not kind of around the front. So watch out for that. Again, we're doing 2 rounds. So round 1, you'll do one side. Round 2, you'll do the other side. Okay, team, so that is our week 29 Defy Aging workout. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit different, some new moves, some things we haven't done for a while. Hope you enjoy it. I'll see you back for week 30.